And good morning to you. This is TV3 New Day. I am Cookie, and it's a fresh, brand new week. And I hope that you are very, very refreshed and ready to conquer this week. Now, I just want to encourage you this morning that no matter what this week throws at you, have the tenacity to be able to sail through. No week is the same. Every week is different. This week, I'm not sure what you're going to be encountering, what challenges are going to be thrown at you, but you've got the strength and you've got the ability to be able to face anything that comes your way this week. So that's the strength I need you to go into this week with. So good morning once again, and thank you so much for joining us this morning on TV3 New Day. Now, I'm about to walk you into what our show is going to look like this morning, but a few stories making the rounds but that caught my attention. First one is the issue of security. Now, for every country, security is topmost. Check every country in the world. Everybody talks about security. But here in Ghana, it looks like it's becoming unsurmountable. It's becoming a wall that we cannot jump over. And it's in recent times, it looks like security or the issue of security is on the ascendancy. Now, last week, if you would remember, or as many of you may know, a young gentleman in Abeka La Paz was kidnapped, and well, his ransom was not too much. It was just 1,000 Ghana cedis, but for some people, that's a whole lot of money. What came through, or who came through for him, was a sister who was able to send 1,000 Ghana cedis through Momo to the kidnappers, and then later on, she was able to contact the police, and then the kidnappers got arrested, and the victim eventually came home unhurt. But this morning, again, we are picking up a story in the northern region of Ghana, which is reading: two Fulani cattle owners whose names were given as Alaji Nyandia and Machu have been allegedly kidnapped by unknown persons believed to be of the same Fulani extraction at Daboya in the North Gonja district of the Savannah region. Now, the kidnappers are demanding a ransom to the tune of 130 Ghana cedis before they release the two kidnapped persons. Now, they have also given the families up to Monday, today, June 14, to produce the 130,000 Ghana cedis. Otherwise, they would have the two victims killed. Now, stories reaching us, or the story reaching us, mentioned that in the beginning, the amount that was asked was 170,000 Ghana cedis. But I think upon negotiations with the families, they've reduced the amount. The kidnappers have reduced the amount to 130,000 Ghana cedis. And the big question this morning is, what if these families are not able to produce this 130 Ghana cedis, 30,000 Ghana cedis? What would happen to these two who have been kidnapped? Now, it's become great concern in this country, the issue of security, because in the last week also, we all know what has been happening on the Gimpa Road. Now, the history is that any time or at any point in time when you're driving on that Gimpa stretch, any stone can be thrown at your car. And if you make a mistake and stop, that's when the robbers would pounce on you. Now, last week, a gentleman got lucky. After the stone was thrown at his car, he was able to call the police. And the person who threw the stone at his car, who ran into the bush, was finally arrested. But what could be your story this morning, this afternoon, or this evening when you're traveling along the Gimpa stretch? So we are asking for security to be beefed up in this country so all of us can feel safe, so we can go about our businesses with a sound mind. Now, let me just walk you through what the program is going to look like today. In no time, around 7 o'clock, of course, Johnny Hughes will be here with the newspaper review, and after that, sports will come. Now, last week, yes, on Friday, the 11th of June, the whole country embarked on the Green Ghana project. We started planting trees in this country, and this is supposed to be an annual event. And what we're expecting that 5 million trees at the end of the day, that was last Friday, would have been planted. Have all those 5 million trees be planted, and what is the way forward in making sure that these plants or these trees do not die, and that we are able to nurture them for them to grow as we all expect them to grow in this country? I'll be taking a look at that discussion later on. And then later on also, Bella Mundi would be sitting with the CPP chair, Nana Akosua Frimpoma Sapon Kuma. I'm sure I got that right. The CPP as a party is 70 years old, and she'll be sitting with her to discuss the way forward for the party. Now, in the past, they were known as the third strongest party in this country, aside MPP and NDC. Are they still the third? Foreseeing as another party came in third place in the 2020 elections. We'll be getting into all of that, and then some entertainment would come your way with Ms. G also right here on the show. This is TV3 New Day. I am Cookie. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right,
good morning. Here we are. Cookie, how are you doing? It's a rainy Monday morning,
yes,
is it not?
It's raining out there.
Were you expecting the rain?
No, I wasn't.
I was expecting it yesterday.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah,
was it
because
cloudy
there was
yesterday?
a bit of a forecast. Yes, it was quite, cloudy.
Well, maybe not in my area. Or maybe because I didn't come out much yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're back. We're alive and well. We're on the 14th of June. Today's going to be a busy court day because Major Maxwell Mahamed's case would be in court as well. We'll also have the Fix Ghana movement. The guys are in court seeking a determination on whether or not they will be allowed to go out to go and demonstrate.
Demonstration.
Yeah. So we'll be keeping our eyes on the court to get to know what will happen in the court. But what's on your mind?
So I'm thinking that the voices of the people will be heard as it was expected a long time ago. Now, last week, I think it was on Friday, was it on Thursday or Friday, when we all discussed here and said that maybe justice had to be done at the people because government has realized that, okay, these things have gone in the wrong direction, especially when it comes to them talking about Sir John's funeral and then talking about that match between, was it Olympics and Accra Hatofo?
Accra Hatofo in Olympics.
I mean, all the protocols have been broken. There's been a lot of public outcry over there asking, and we have also asked here if we are being fair with how
we're applying the law.
Exactly, with how we apply the law. So hopefully, justice is dealt the people today. I just hope that at the end of the day, democracy as we have had it or as it's supposed to be in this country will take that perfect picture today. And then at the end of the day, yes, if they still want to, or if we still want to hit the streets to make our voices known, to make our issues registered home properly when it comes to unemployment, security, corruption, job creation, roads, water, sanitation, and all that, hopefully we'll be able to do that as is enjoined in our constitution.
We'll wait for the courts to make a determination on that. And while at that, I've said on social media over the weekend, I'm still passionate about the issues concerning the teachers and those who went to write their exam for their upgrade.
Yeah.
And
they
were told, they were told that you've passed, you've failed. There are some who are in the balance which deadline was given to them to submit their documents. Today is the deadline. Submit their documents, and that the documents will be looked at. Apparently, that deadline that was given to them, for some strange reason, some good person at the Ghana Health Service decided that, Ghana Education Service, I beg your pardon, decided that, well, let's forget about it.
Oh, don't bring your documents for verification anymore.
So the letter, and you saw the three teacher unions,
yes,
they wrote, they were quite livid about it. And for me, my argument has been this. We changed the curriculum for 2 years or more. The textbooks are still not in most of the schools. I mean, we're shown a few of the textbooks, but in the strict sense of the word, the teachers have not had textbooks for 2 years. They taught with it. These same teachers who are not qualified, who are not verified, they taught with it. So when it comes to issues of remuneration and upgrade of people's ranks that will allow them to go on pension and get a comfortable pension, and all of a sudden they start asking people who have taught for more than 20 years, 15 years, 18 years, some 30 years, they start asking them to bring documents for verification, then you know that the system is broken. The system is messed up. Because if I've been in your employment, I've been writing lesson notes morning by morning. I have been writing weekly notes. I've been giving to the sub-metro, my headmaster, headmistress, security supervisor, whatever it is. And you are now telling me to bring documentation for me to be verified or for whatever reason, I find it strange.
Very.
Because my salary also comes from the Controller and Accountant General's Department. My documents are there. You came to do biometric for all of us. So when you're asking me now to bring my documents for verification, what kind of verification are you going to do?
Looking for? Yes.
What kind of verification are you looking for? And the teachers are alleging that some people have had to pay 1,000 cedis, some people pay 1,500 cedis just to get in there. And they say there's a bit of favoritism that is ongoing there. And up until now, the GES is quiet about it. And I say, when you keep quiet, you give people a chance to lead the conversation and tweak it in the way they want to tweak it.
Because you're not saying anything.
Because you're not saying anything. Yeah. The people have alleged that you are promoting your favorite. The people have alleged that you are taking monies from some people to favor them and pass them. The people have alleged that perhaps you don't have money to be able to fund their promotion and whatever it is, the emoluments and everything else that they'll come to.
Keeping older people at the top who do not want to go home.
Giving them contracts. These are very, very serious allegations that any serious organization would have responded up until now, even to the point where Nat, Nagrat, and another teacher union, 3 of them wrote a joint press release and letter threatening that if you don't expeditiously act on this, they will take advantage of the situation and lay down their tools. We are still quiet, and I find it quite difficult and nauseating. Maybe because we know that in the public schools they have vacated, because some vacated last Friday. So maybe we think this may not be too much of an issue at this point. But this vacation is not forever. It's not till eternity. It's not infinite. It will come at some point where schools will have to reopen, and the teachers will be your best agents. Because mind you, if the teachers are disgruntled, if the teachers are not happy, the new curriculum without the textbooks and all of that, can you imagine a teacher goes to school and decides to become a truant and decides not to teach the children?
What would happen?
What would happen?
Yeah.
So we need to balance the two. We need to balance the two. I'm passionate about teachers, about nurses, about doctors. I am passionate about them. About our people in our security services, I am passionate about them. Because when they tell you their stories in private, sometimes you want to weep. Sometimes you want to weep. There's a whole school. And another thing that caught my attention this weekend, there are some schools in the Ashanti region, in some of the nook and cranny, where there are about 3 or 4 teachers in the school. And those teachers have been picked for as enumerators for the upcoming census. Jesus Christ. We are looking for educated people. We're looking for lettered people to be able to do the census work. That's fine. That's fair.
Yeah.
But where the school is disadvantaged, the children is disadvantaged.
So in their absence, what happens?
Like the small girl said in the video,
we'll not get work to do.
As we are here, we are only fooling.
Yes.
We will not get any work to do. Are we serious?
Anyway, we'll get into all of that and more when it's time for newspaper review in just a few minutes. This is still TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.